Hey Geeks, Mod Tim here with today's episode of Star Trek Season 3, Episode 10, For the World is Hollow and I Have Touched the Sky. As you could probably tell, that is the longest title in all of Star Trek, the entire franchise, which is kind of interesting because earlier we had the episode Miri, which is 4 letters, and that is the shortest Star Trek title in the entire franchise. So the original series gets both of those awards, the Guinness Star Trek World Record Awards, I guess. Overall, this episode's okay. Like, it's right down the middle for me. The crew finds what they think is an asteroid about to collide with a planet, and upon further inspection, they realize that it is a spaceship with people inside of it that don't know it's a spaceship. They think it's a planet. And then McCoy finds out that he's dying. And so he only has a year to live now. And he decides to stay on this ship that's about to collide. And he wants to die with them. Well, long story short, they realize that they don't have to die. They can change the projection. And they just so happen to find like the controls of the ship right next to this species' entire medical records that happen to have a cure for McCoy's disease. So it's very like Ghost in the Machine, if you will. Like, it's a really clean close-up, which I don't like, but the premise is really interesting. There's actually a Doctor Who episode that is very similar to this. But yeah, overall, it's okay. It's not terrible. It's not great. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the episode where Kirk is on the planet with the Native Americans, where he gets married and stuff, because McCoy's kind of getting married in this episode. And it also kind of reminds me of the last episode we watched, the Tholian Web, where they are prepared to leave Kirk because they think he's dead. And in this episode, they're like just about to leave Bones. Like, they're like, okay, bye. So it's kind of interesting. It has some familiar techniques, if you will. So that being said, tomorrow's episode is Day of the Dove, which is one of my favorite episodes. I'm super excited for this one. You have no idea. But for this episode, I'll say it again. For the world is hollow and I have touched the sky, which they kind of say in the episode. And at first the title doesn't make sense, but you realize for the world is hollow, it's because they're inside the ship. So you're like, oh, I get it. Because at first you think it's like a Bible quote or something. But it makes sense. It's a little too long, but it makes sense. Have you guys seen this one? And what do you guys think about it, for those that have? Like, is it just down the middle for you? Do you kind of like these twist episodes? Because finding an asteroid that is not an asteroid is something that Star Trek does a lot. We'll see this especially again in Voyager for one of my favorite episodes. So let me know in the comments below what you guys feel about this episode, and then I will see you tomorrow.